This is the NASA World View on Wednesday, July the 15th, 2015. You've got to see this. This is really interesting. You can see first of all here the chemtrails and previous chemtrail cloud, which has been laid fairly freshly recently. This isn't, and here's why. When I show the heat reflectivity, there's nothing that reflects from this but the chemtrail cloud with the metals and the reflective capability of it already in it. You can see here. Let's just activate this here. Now they're all highlighted and you can see the chemtrails there and the previous chemtrail cloud, but the cloud below is showing no reflectivity whatsoever. Now what we're going to do, we're going to take that back off again, go back to natural view, and we're going to roll this forward now on the weather satellite and show you these exact chemtrails at this time, and just watch what happens to these. Now, as you can see in the date, again it's Wednesday the 15th of July. So now we're going to play this forward. Here's the start of the chemtrail cloud. Remember, in the center here we've got the atmospheric heaters, which are not the exact same shape as HAARP. They are towers and ionizer towers, but I'll show you in a minute. They do actually have the HAARP style transmitters built on them. So we'll take it forward now, and here you can see this chemtrail cloud here at the top, and the line starting to form across here. It shows up better on the next one, so we'll wind it forward now. Now you can see where the chemtrailing is taking place. We'll take it further forward. Now watch this. This actually goes over Rome and onto the mainland of Italy, and across. This one comes round as well and joins it. Now as it does, the ionizers start to kick in here, and if we move it further forward, it's blatant. Just that area is kicked in. This chemtrail cloud's coming over, but you can see the energy fields in the atmosphere there, and now it really kicks in. And remember, the Texas flooding, exactly the same type. Watch this now. You will see this start to appear. That is just like a very concentrated area where they're just activating the ionizers. It goes bigger and bigger still, just as night time's falling in, and you can see there it increases in size. So you can see from nothing, the chemtrail cloud appears, goes over, ionizers kick in, and the cloud's formed. Now this is the incredible bit. You will see this with your own eyes. We're going to see chemtrails form here, come across Italy, Rome, the ionizers kick in, and then you'll see all the cloud formation go over towards Sarajevo. Yeah, here we go. Let's stop there. There's your first chemtrails coming round, more chemtrails being added, more and more till they built it up. It goes onto the mainland above road, the ionizing kicks in there, just there, and then the individual towers, positive ionization, the cloud's formed, and away it goes. We'll speed it up a little bit so you can see it now. There's your chemtrailing. Massive chemtrails kick in there, ionization kicks in, the cloud's formed. Now in parts of Europe, I've seen this, they do it massively. This is only a small explicit example to prove how they're doing it, but they can cover the whole of Europe. And also, by the way, they are now spraying more so out in the Atlantic massively. We notice whiteout, cloud after cloud after cloud these days, and yet chemtrailing appears to be reducing over the main English mainland and across Britain. These are the ionizing towers. I'll show you where these are on Google Earth. You've got these here, There you go. The equipment here allows all of them to talk to each other. They're obviously military based as well and used for their own internal transmissions for the actual communication towers. You also have these here. That is a positive ionizer tower. Now, one of the interesting ones I was going to show you are these up here. Let's just bring it round up the road here and we'll show you these here. Let's get a bit closer. There we go. Let's bring this one in. Now, what you see on these here, we see quite often, you know, those transmitter T's. This is full of them all the way down this side here, all the way around, and that's similar to the HARP transmitters that we see. And there is further ones further up the bank there that you can see as well. So quite an array of them here. So what we're going to look at now are the beams that we've seen being transmitted over the Atlantic, which cause the weather conditions that Britain's been experiencing. So just to confirm the position of these in relation to where we were looking just, let's put north north and up we go. There we go, right in the centre of Italy. So what we can see is sometimes when they're off centre, you can imagine you're going up a few thousand feet into the atmosphere and a satellite looks quite often on the angle, but they can direct these anyway by altering the frequency. They can bend it. Now this is Ascension Island in St. Helena, and we've got the Royal Air Force base based here. Now there's a big reason why I'm showing you this. The equipment on this island is fantastic, and I'm going to show you what it's been doing on the microwave level. So let's just look on the Google Earth and I'll show you what is actually here. I've marked all the transmitters. There's an array of them. There's transmitters, there is the C.H.E.T.R.A.I.L.S, which we know are well now established in the weather manipulation. There's a large C.H.E.T.R.A.I.L there. I'll be quick about this because I have shown these once before. There's another large one there. There's banks of other transmitters which are based on the island. There's another C.H.E.T.R.A.I.L there. It's a bit dark. They've darkened this out so you can't quite see the detail of them, but I've managed to find them. There's also a massive ionizer towers. Some of these are used for obviously their internal transmissions, but these types EMF, we found them on other islands where beams are coming from and altering the weather, and there's one there, one there, one there. You can see them. There's loads of them, all set within the famous hexagon which they use as part of their transmission systems, and there is lots more. So you've got the picture. There's fantastic amounts of equipment here on this island, all to do with ionization, transmission, atmospheric heaters, and there's loads more down here as well. All types of weird equipment. And I've marked here there is 8 C.H.E.T.R.A.I.Ls here, all set together by working together with them, altering the frequencies, altering the power, manipulating the atmosphere. So why am I showing you these? Right, let's look at this. This is July the 16th 2015. Now we look at the cloud formations. You've got a circulation there, I'll come back to that in a minute. It's a left-hand rotation, and you get constantly pushed columns of cloud that come up from the south and worked, and with a rotation that comes in them. But these have been brought into the UK. Now, when I go onto the microwave, you will see some of the beams which are manipulated in the upper atmosphere. They come as arcs that travel up, and you can see how it affects the cloud formation and the weather. What I'll be doing in the next video, I need to get the other software set up for this, but I'll be showing some weather modification in the upper atmosphere wavelengths with the microwaves that's affecting California and the UK and the Atlantic Ocean, and it's from equipment such as this here. This is Ascension Island, St. Helena, and this is where some of the beams have been coming from. This is only an example of some of the equipment that's here, but if you look, there is masses of equipment on this island. So that'll be in part 2.